Hello everyone. So today we are going to learn variational autoencoders and we are going to build algorithms to generate images. So we are going to do this amazing thing. So this is going to be first intro session, a very short session about this thing. And if you are really liking this series, then please hit a like button, subscribe the channel, okay, and watch till the end. Okay. So let's go on the book. So we are discussing this book. I hope it is visible to you all. So so today we are in the part two. We were learning part one. So if you haven't learned about the part one, then just link in the description. Just go there. Playlist link is there. So just go and watch these videos because it will give you more clarity that what we are learning. Okay. So it is about the generative deep learning to generate the images, generate the text, and anything. So okay, we are going to focus on the part two. Part two is methods. So what we are going to learn what is the generative models, including the theory behind how they work, practical examples, how to build each type of model. So that is important thing. Okay, so we overview is that there are six families of models we have seen before. So for the chapter 3, for now we are going to learn about the variational autoencoder, and this technique will allow us to not only generate realistic faces but also alter the existing images. So guys, this is going to be very interesting and it is going to be realistic approach. Okay, so adding a smile, changing the color of someone's hair, it is going to be very interesting session. So today we are going to first have an overview that what is variational autoencoders. So always I tell that you can't learn just about seeing the lecture. You have to do some work. So we are just going to do a Google search. Okay, so we'll just have a Google search that what is the variational autoencoders. So we'll just generate from the Google that what is it. So variational autoencoders, what is the result? Just see this thing. Machine learning artificial neural networks that use Bayesian approach to learn probability distribution of input data. Okay, so what this thing is, we will see this thing. Okay, so we have seen a somewhat you can say that bookish language. So actually, just see VAE architecture consists of encoder network and a decoder network. So you are getting an idea that there will be some encoder, decoder, and encoder network maps the input data to lower dimensional. We'll see all these things. Okay, so just have a Google search, just go to some links, have some exploration. Okay, that what is it and what this thing is. I'm going to going forward. Okay, so for the chapter, what is the chapter goes? We'll see that architectural design of the autoencoders. We'll see and how to build and train an autoencoder from the scratch using Keras. So we are going to see all these things, build and train, okay, and use encoders to generate images. So this is going to be the very interesting chapter for now. And also we are going to learn about the autoencoders approach, limitations, and then first we will learn a standard autoencoder, and then we will be learning about the variational encoders to generate the new images. Okay, so now let's have some theory that in 2013 this person and this person published a paper about the variational autoencoders, and it started from there. Okay, so we'll see. Um, we'll see this thing. Okay, so there are the autoencoder is you can just have some idea that autoencoder means to encode automatically. Okay, but this thing doesn't stop here. It has a broader meaning. So autoencoders have two parts. One is encoder itself, and there is a decoder. So what is encoder? Just see this thing that move. Okay, so actually you can just have one intuition that encoding means to encode something. Okay, and decoding means to decode or to reconstruct something. Okay, something like that. So we'll see the an autoencoder is simply a neural network that is trained to perform a task of encoding and decoding an item, such as output from this process is as close to the original item as possible. Okay. So what is it? So we will learn from here that what is encoder and what is decoder. So encoder is basically what it does, that it compresses the input data. Like if we have images, then it compresses the images into the vector embeddings. Okay, just see this lower dimensional embedding vector. So if you are somewhat familiar with LangChain, these things, then you will be knowing about the embedding vectors. Okay, so actually, it transform it in the vector, and then what decoder does? Decoder actually decompresses or decode the embedding vector back to the original image. Okay, so you can just have a look here. That image is here going to the encoder, and encoder is changing it into the vector embedding, and then again decoder is changing it in the image. So what like why we are doing, why we are just taking the input of image and just giving output? What will happen actually? So actually what will happen, that it will the decoder will actually generate new images, similar type of images, but they will be new. Okay, so that's why we are starting this thing. Um, so the question is that why would you want to reconstruct a set of images that you have already? So actually it allows us now so generate new images. So that is called the embedding space. So here it is embedding space is there. Embedding space, that is also called latent space. We will be learning all these things about in the further lectures. So it able to generate new images. So I hope you are getting some idea that variational autoencoders have a encoder and a decoder, and it encodes the information into vectors and then again decode into the any data like picture, video, or anything. Okay. So this was just a overview and just a small introduction about what is the autoencoders. Okay, so actually autoencoders are also the denoising models. So autoencoders are used to clean noisy images. Since the encoder learns it is not useful to capture the position of the okay. So actually, it cleans the noisy images. So we'll see all these things. We'll do actually coding in the next lecture. We'll be doing some coding, that how to make encoder, how to make decoder, and then we will connect. Just see the joining the encoder and decoder. So this is going to be very interesting, that joining, we'll be joining it, and we'll be doing and reconstructing the whole image. Just see this thing. We are reconstructing the whole image. So, and also we are going to visualize the latent space and all these things. So, and we are going to just generate new images. So this was just an intro session, that what we are going to learn, and we have seen about the autoencoders, what is autoencoder architecture is. So I hope you have learned this thing, and if you really liked it, then please subscribe this channel, share it to the people who really need it. And thank you so much. Meet you in the next video.